Alright, looks like the rain actually stopped a little just about now, so I decided, why not? Let's try to get some drone footage in. I don't know if it's gonna rain, so I'm just gonna kind of like rush there a little bit. It is a bit windy too, so I turned the wind noise reduction on the camera. So the voice will probably be more quiet than usual, but better than the crashing wind sound. Oh, all my arms and stuff feel sore from yesterday, I think. Too much Wing Chun for the day. I usually do that at least 3 times a week and so forth. I usually try to do as much as I can, like in a day. Although again, like people say, you gotta learn to rest and stuff too. I guess like they say, just like working out, the rest time is just as important because your body needs to recover and all that. For the DJI support, guess what guys? I actually got a response and it's kind of in line of what I expected based on the responses I got. Or not the responses I got, but rather the responses I've been hearing that people have been getting. So in the beginning, you basically have to submit your basic information, your name and so forth and all that stuff. And then basically they gave me a response and it seemed like such a template reply so far. Like, okay, well, please send us your, your name and your address and all that and the information, like a picture of the battery. I'm like, didn't I send you this all in the beginning when I sent my first request? And basically, in the beginning of this email, as you can see, they go like, here, go read this and check it. Basically, if you're covered under the policy. To me, it's like you're almost talking to a machine, like at first, like, okay, template response, template answer. That's cool. Yeah, anyways, back to the DJI stuff. So they gave me all this questions and information and stuff they asked for, which, okay, I'll follow it, why not? And they asked for stuff, for example, some of the stuff I actually don't understand why they need it, like taking a screenshot of the Go app for the battery, which I did here. I don't know how much information they're gonna get out of that, since this is like a physical thing as opposed to an operation, I guess you can say. And they asked for things like a video too, which is interesting. They asked if you can post a video. I guess it'll be easy for me in that sense because for you that have been following my vlogs and so forth, I actually vlogged about this a while back, like when I first noticed it. So I linked them to that, so let's see how that goes. But so far, it's what I expected. It's the communication that's a little weird, I guess, which, I guess I'm not sure, maybe I'm wrong. Is the customer service in China, for example? But I know there's usually those communication barriers, so yeah, we'll see how it goes on the next phase. Man, just a few days ago, these were all empty, no greens or anything on them. You can already see they're starting to grow. I read some cool news the other day. There's actually schools where they're teaching kids how to fly, I guess as part of a curriculum, because in the future they want to be say, I don't know, a drone pilot or something like that, or basically in some kind of role. I think that's kind of cool. I mean, that's the way it's gonna be, right? So hopefully all the laws and the regulations are actually gonna catch up and not assume everyone that uses drones flies it in a crazy, fast, reckless, sports type of way. We're actually doing it for for fun, taking photos, or some people doing it for things basic transportation and stuff, I guess you can say. The more the merrier, I guess. Maybe less people would be afraid of a drone as if, everyone's carrying a bomb or something with it. Again, from my experience, general public-wise, from my interactions, it's always been positive so far. People always, they're excited to have a drone to get the aerial footages and all. It's mostly just been the laws that are completely confusing. Right, so what I wanted to test with today is, since we're talking about color and stuff like that the other days with the video, I've mostly been shooting in a D-Cinelike because for me, before, a lot of people were saying you should shoot in things like D-Log because the video is a lot flatter, and they say that's better, when you edit video. But for me, I do it more as a hobbyist, and before I didn't really post-process anything. That was basically the raw video that you saw on my vlogs. So I thought today, why not? Let's try the D-Log, because to my knowledge, they actually updated it where before people were saying, hey, it's too flat. So let's see how it is. I'll give it a try, I'll post edit it and stuff like that, and yeah, you guys can kind of give me your thoughts and stuff like that too, and how it looks. Alright, that was a pretty quick and straightforward flight. It actually, or spit it rain, like it seemed like just for a little bit because it's not even raining, but I guess some of the water actually hit the lens during that time and it made it a little blurry towards the end. But I think I got the footages to do the tests, and again, I'll post processes and all that and see how it turns out. I thought when I was shooting with the mode, I didn't notice too much of a difference in terms of the tone. The tone itself was actually kind of similar to the D-Cinelike, except obviously the D-Cinelike has a bit more saturation, I guess you can say. So it'll be interesting to see after when I bring it back tonight. And yeah, I'm interested to see how it goes with the DJI response. I actually know a person who lost like one of his little gimbal clamps, and he contacted DJI, and he was willing to pay for it and so forth. He's just saying like, hey, how can I get this? And apparently when he submitted his information, he had the same experience I just had, where even though you gave your name and your address, they ask for your name and address again. It's almost like they didn't read it. But in his situation, it turned out good because he apparently got the, the gimbal clamp for free anyway. So that was good customer service. So I don't know. So hopefully, let's see how this goes. Like I'm basically, I'm expecting, generally speaking, just from what I read on the internet, they're just gonna say like, no, sorry, I can't help you or whatever. But be interesting to try anyways. All right, see you guys later.